Hey everybody, Desert Guardian here. Welcome back. Today we are going to talk about the Ruger Mark IV. So let's take a look. All right, so let's take a look in the box at the Ruger Mark IV Tactical. So inside the box, we've got our books and papers. We've got the pistol, and we'll go ahead and set that aside. I've got a lock in here, spare magazine, you know, the general stuff that most pistols come with. So we're gonna go ahead and set the box aside and take a closer look at this awesome, fun little gun. Turn the box over here, and here she is. So let's go ahead and clear it. Out the magazine, we are clear. And this is it, the Ruger Mark IV Tactical 22 long rifle. So, I mean, from first glance, you can see, well, yeah, it sure looks like a tactical pistol. We've got the upper and lower Picatinny rails. We've got a threaded barrel if you want to run subsonic bullets and put a suppressor on there. You want to talk about super quiet and super fun. Subsonic 22 long rifle with a suppressor on it, there is no noise. We're talking no ear protection. All you're hearing is this, and a little pop coming out. So that's an absolute blast, no pun intended. But yeah, I mean, if you wanted to, let's see, I've got my old Streamlight here. Want to throw a light on there, maybe throw a red dot on there. You know, I mean, you can have this thing dressed up super nice, super tactical in a heartbeat. And I mean, they designed it to be that way. I mean, super fun. So let's go pop those back off. This guy's kind of tight. There we go. But yeah, and they also, obviously you can run the iron sights on it. They run a fully adjustable rear sight, so you can adjust height and windage right on it. This is a very accurate pistol for a 22 long rifle. It has a bolt system in it that you know, grabs the bullet, holds it in the bull barrel, and makes sure that the line is followed precisely, and you have an accurate and reliable shot every single time for a small rimfire bullet. And you can shoot it all day. I mean, seriously, here's a box of 500 of these things. You know, you want to talk about having a ball out in the desert or out at the range all day long. Let's go shoot, go have some fun. And that's the beauty of a 22. And now they're gonna be rolling around everywhere. Good job. It does come with two 10-round mags. Mags are super easy to load. You know, it's interesting. The 22 long rifle round, my son learned how to shoot on it. I mean, obviously he's up into ARs and 9mm and things like that now as a teenager, but he learned to shoot on a 22. I've always looked at a 22 as sort of an entry-level round. It's great for beginning shooters. It's great for teaching the safety, low recoil, inexpensive, and you can practice with it. Now, there are people out there, and that's all they carry is 22. They'll have a 22 as their everyday carry. They'll be out, you know, shooting rabbits and squirrels and geese and whatever else with a 22, and it is a very, very useful round. So when I say, hey, it's an entry-level round, I'm not here to offend anybody that carries it on a daily basis or uses it as hunting or plinking or whatever they use it for. I just consider it an entry-level round and a great round to teach young people and teach people about safety. So there's a lot of features on this that make it worthwhile for younger and or more beginning shooters. So so there's my little disclaimer, not to offend anybody. So yeah, two 10-round mags, and they are really easy to load. So you've got this little button on the side, and you can slide it down, and you can, I'm not going to load it, but you just drop the cartridges right in it, throw 10 rounds in, let it go, and they're all spring captured. So, you know, that's another thing that makes it easy for beginners or young people, is they're not having to use a mag loader or really strain their thumbs or anything like that. Real easy to load, two 10-round mags. So that's your standard there. The bolt on it is really easy to grasp and has a really light pull. And the bolt ears are right here on the end. So you pull this, and your bolt's inside there. And that's how you chamber around in the Mark series pistols. A lot of the smaller 22s, because it's such a light pull on it, they don't put a really firm or really positive grip to be able to cock it. We ran into a little problem with my Buckmark UDX, which is beautiful. It's what my son learned to shoot on, and I've got that guy right here. I'm going to show you a couple things about it. The first of which is I'm going to drop the mag because I'm about to show it off. So I push this button, and then I have to actually tug it out. So we'll cover that in a second. And the bolt ears on this, you can see them on the side, these two sticking out, but they don't have as positive a grip as these guys here on the Tactical. Now they put serrations on it to kind of make it look like a standard pistol, but they're useless because if you grab the serrations, your fingers are going to hit the adjustable rear sight. But yeah, so this is not quite as easy. Oops, as I nail the camera, my hand slips off to grasp as the Mark IV Tactical one. So beautiful pistol, but this one is a more modern, definitely has some different advantages to it. So now let's take a look at this one more time. Mag's in, push the button. You know, mag pops part way out and you have to pull it out. That's one thing that Ruger did to improve upon that with the Mark IV Tactical is if you want to do a reload, do a reload. You know, you're not focusing on pushing the button, having it pull out this far, then grabbing it and physically pulling it out, and then setting it down, putting a new one. If you want to, practice your reloads, it does come out like a standard magazine would. Nice and easy. So that's an improvement. I like that a lot. So let's go back to the bolt on this. So the takedown of this pistol is amazingly simple. In the past, it has never been super easy to take down a 22 caliber pistol, even the Mark series, because it doesn't act. You don't have a fully moving slide. You have a bolt that's coming back, so it kind of blends a bolt action with an auto loader. You have a full bolt inside there instead of a full slide that's gripping and ejecting and all that. So you're not just taking off a slide, disassembling it. But this is actually really simple to disassemble. So you've got a button right here on the back that you push, and it pops it up, and the whole thing comes apart. Awesome for cleaning. So here's your little hammer down in there. I'm going to set that aside here, and of course, the bolt comes right out. So this is what I was talking about the bolt, fully supporting the bullet. You can see the 22 cartridge sits right up in this, let's see if I can find something to point with. I've got a pocket knife here. So you can see this round spot right here supports the entire bullet from there up. So you've got something that's holding that bullet, really tightly in place and lodging it securely in this bull barrel, if you can see all the way down in there. And the bolt actually mates up to the face of the bull barrel, and the little extractor here has a little notch right inside the bull barrel, so it is a very tight mating, and it's always going to be secure. It's always going to be at the same spot. There is no wiggle room, so to speak, at all. So you've got a very accurate shot every single time. It's going to do what you want it to do every single time. So I think that's an awesome attribute to this pistol. So let's go ahead and I'll show you the reassembly. You slide it back in. You hook it right on the front. This little guy goes up in here. Whoop, make sure I'm hooked right. Push the button again. Drop it down, and you are good to go. So it's a really quick and easy assembly and disassembly, which is awesome. And this goes right back to, all of these things I'm talking about goes right back to those beginning shooters and those people that are, that you're trying to teach the right way to do things. So, you're teaching them about safety. You're teaching them about maintenance. You're teaching them about how to adjust the sight, how to keep on sight. Having a positive impact on these young or beginning shooters or people that are just trying to hone their skills. You want all the safety features. You want a pistol that's going to be sending the bullets downrange in the same spot every time, and it isn't. There's no here I go with the wiggle room again, for inaccuracy. So, you know, I'm not perfect when I shoot. You know, I'm not always on target, but you know what? I can blame myself for that. And that's kind of what you get with the Ruger Mark IV Tactical, is you have a bullet that is putting, or a firearm that's putting the bullet in the same place every single time. So a young shooter, a new shooter, or somebody who just wants to hone their skills, you're working on their skills. You're not working on the adjustability or you know, the pistol having inaccuracies. So it's very tight. It's very accurate, and it's designed to help people learn. Yeah, it does have a safety on it, of course. Now, it's an ambidextrous safety, but you can take the grips off, and you can pull this side off, and there's a washer that it comes with to run it as if you just want it on the left-hand side for a right-handed shooter. So you can be a left-handed shooter and have it this way, or you can be right-handed and you can actually take this side off, which is really nice. Nice feature there. Unfortunately, you can't take the left-hand side off and only have it on the right for a left-handed shooter. This side is permanent. So all the controls are really easy to reach and really pronounced. So if we have a mag in and the bolt is locked open, you've got your bolt release right here. Real easy to reach. My thumb is an adult-sized thumb, so I can actually hit it with the knuckle of my thumb. If you have a younger shooter with smaller hands, they'll be able to reach that. The safety is really easy to reach. And of course, the mag release is really easy to get to. So having all that as a great ease of use pistol is awesome. It also has a mag disconnect. So I was talking about safety features before. It does have a mag disconnect. So with the mag out, you're not going to be able to fire off a round. You actually have to have the mag in to be able to fire off the trigger. But obviously there's no bullet in here right now. So kind of hard to demonstrate, but yeah, so it does have a mag disconnect. So as soon as that mag comes out, if there's a round in the chamber, it is not going to go off. So that's always a positive thing when you're teaching somebody about safety, or it's in the hands of a young person, just for those just in case scenarios. You know, we all start with step one. When we're educating somebody on shooting, we start with step one. We keep it pointed in a safe direction. We go through all the steps of, you know, knowing what you're pointed at, knowing what's in the gun, treating every gun like it was loaded. And I will tell you that every once in a while, there's something that's overlooked. And that's where safety features come in. Having a safety on a gun with a new shooter. Having a mag disconnect with a new shooter. You want those safety features in there. Now, there's a lot of guys who, you know, law enforcement, people who carry on a daily basis, me with my Glocks, you know, there is no external safety. There is a round in the chamber. That comes with training, and practice, to always know what's going on with your firearm. But when you're learning, you want to have all the safety features you can handle. And like I said, there's going to be naysayers out there that'll be like, oh, you don't need all that, blah, 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 just teach them the right way. Well, that's part of teaching the right way. So I love it. I love how this is set up. I would love to take this one out and shoot it. I'd love to shoot it with a can on it. I have before with the Ruger Mark series. Like I said, it's whisper quiet. It is such a fun pistol to shoot. Now, granted, you're shooting a 22 long rifle. It's not a super loud bullet anyways, but you still need hearing protection with it. But with a sound suppressor on it and subsonic bullets, it is so quiet and so fun. Yeah, so this one has a, gosh, I want to say a what's the barrel length on this one? It's got a 4-inch barrel, four and something. Let's compare it here to the Buckmark UDX, which has a 5.5-inch barrel. So you can see the UDX is a lot longer and doesn't have, you know, rails on it and a threaded barrel, any of that Awesome stuff. This is actually a discontinued model from Browning that they haven't made in a while. And I love it. I love the classic look of it. I love the gold trigger and all that. But there's something about the Mark IV Tactical that just absolutely commands attention. You know, with the rails it's got and the threaded barrel. And I mean, it's just a super fun pistol. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of an idea of what it's all about. You know, the takedown procedures, the safety features on it. And if you do have any questions or comments or concerns, feel free to leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And definitely, please, do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be putting pistols up. I usually pick up at least one pistol from Pistol Parlor every week to do kind of an opinion review on it and an overview and a deep dive and look at the pistol. This is my New Year's weekend project, was to do a quick video on this one and kind of show everybody what it looks like and the features and how fun it is. But yeah, you know, if there's anything you want to see, put it in the comments, man. I read those comments. I respond to those comments. You know, you guys are supporting me, so I want to take care of you. So within reason, I mean, obviously I'm not going to be able to pick up a minigun and throw it on my workbench and do a video on it. But if there's a pistol you want to see, put it in the comments. Click that email button. Shoot me an email. But I'm here for you guys. I appreciate your support. This is a lot of fun for me. I hope it's a lot of fun for you guys. And I digress. Here I am just rambling again. But there it is. That's the Ruger Mark IV Tactical. Go shoot one. Go buy one. They're not that expensive. I mean, you're talking, you know, about 450 bucks, I think this was, over at Pistol Parlor. And they can ship it to you at www.pistolparlor with a U, PARLOUR.com. They can ship it to your FFL. You can buy it there for a great price and get it sent right out to you, and you're plinking within a couple days. You know, go get yourself a box of 500 rounds of 22 long rifle and a Ruger Mark IV Tactical, and just spend the day having fun. Because that's what it's all about. It's all about having fun. So there you have it. Once again, the Ruger Mark IV Tactical in 22 long rifle. Go check it out. It is a fun little pistol. Questions, comments, concerns, leave them below. Hit that subscribe button. But that's it for now. Desert Guardian, out.